Hello everyone, to prep your papers. We have started with our series on TIFR JGEEBILS previous year question. Today we'll start with previous year question from 2024. Let's get started. So the first question says, what is the closest estimate of the volume of an adult human in cubic meters? We know the volume is equal to the height of the man to the width into the thickness. The standard data says that the normal human height is approximately 175 centimeter, that is 1.75 meter. Please note that these data are for male. The width is 0.5 meter. The thickness is 0.1 meter. So, according to this data, the volume will now become 1.75 meter multiplied 0.5 meter multiply 0.1 meter. That will come to approximately 0.1 meter cube. So option number C. Second question says, indicate all the points where graph of y is equal to x square and y is equal to x cube intersects. For this, let's put these two equations equal for the x values. So the x square is equal to x cube. When we solve this, let's x cube minus x square is equal, please ignore the background noise. X cube minus x square to be equal to 0. Let's take x common and will come to x square minus 1 equal to 0. From here we'll get the two values of the x, that will be is equal to 0 and the x is equal to 1. Now for the x is equal to 0, let's consider from equation number 1, the y value will become 0, and similarly for the x equal to 1, the y value will become 1. So the points will be 0 and 0, 1 and 1. So the option is option number C. ChatGPT told me how to write a program to analyze a data file. It was able to do this because, let's go with the option wise, because these kinds of questions are a little bit tricky. The first option, it has understood both how to interpret my question and how to write a program to solve my problem. So this interpretation term is a little bit confusion here, but it may be true. Let's check for the second option. Somewhere on the internet there is a post which does exactly what I want, and it has read this post. So yes, the artificial intelligence like ChatGPT works upon ingesting the various sources on the internet and giving you the relevant one. It may be that because the question you have given to the ChatGPT may be the exact question to be there on the internet already, or maybe it's a unique question. So this may and may not be true. The third option says it has digested enough of the internet to form a representation of word sequence and how they map to code structure. Exactly. This is how this ChatGPT programs works. So we'll read about the last option. It is intelligent and runs on supercomputers. So the word intelligent is again the confusing one because it is not consciously intelligent. So we cannot count artificial intelligence as though intelligent because they don't have conscious. Let's move to question number 4. A clock shows the time as 2:30. Which of the following is an angle in degrees between the hour and the minute hands of the clock? So there are two ways to solve this question. Trick way using a formula, and another to solve it in a sequence. We'll go through both of them. So let's first look upon how it should be solved in a long way. So let's consider there is a clock. This is 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So the time is 2:30. So the minute hand will be at 6 and the hour hand somewhere between 2 and 3. We'll make it a little shorter. So as a clock is in circle, so the entire rotation of the circle is 360 degrees. So for the each hour mark, it will be, the rotation will be 360 degrees upon 12 hours, as there are 12 markings. So it will come to 30 degrees per mark. So for the hour hand, as it is between the 2 and 3, the rotation will be 30 degree per mark divided by 2, because it has passed 2. The hour, it will come to 15 degree. So we can say that the hour hand is 15 degree past the 2. Now for the minute hand, so there are 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 marks between 2 and 6. There are 4 hour marks between 2 and 6. So the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand will come 4 into 30 degree per mark. Please note that this is not between the hour hand and the minute hand. Let me precisely that between 2 mark and the 6 mark. Yeah, it will come to 120 degrees. So exactly what the question is between the hour hand and the minute hand. So the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand will become 120 degree, and it has passed 15 minutes from the 2 point mark. Minus 15, that will come to 105 degrees. So it's a little bit lengthier way to solve the question. There is a simple formula also for this. Now let's see upon how the formula works. I'm erasing this part. Hope it's clear. Or wait, I can do this here. Yeah. So the formula says it's the angle to be equal to 60 into what hour it says minus 11 the minute hand pointing divided by 2. So 60, the hour hand says 2, into 2 minus 11, the middle hand says 30 divided by 2 will come to 120 minus 330 divided by 2, which will come to 210 minus 2, it will become to minus 5. There is nothing called the minus sign for here. We'll give it a mod value. It will come to 105 degrees. Now for the sixth question, because the fifth has been removed, which of the following disease is not caused by the bacteria infection? So anthrax, as we know, is about the bacillus anthracis, which is again a bacteria. Clostridium tetani, again a bacteria. Shingles is caused by herpes zoster virus. So the syphilis is caused by Treponema pallidum. This is again a bacteria. So the option correct here is C. Seventh question says, Earth's temperature is increasing as an effect of greenhouse effect. Which of the following gas does not participate in the greenhouse effect? So we know the greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, fluorocarbons, sulfur hexafluoride, NF3, and ozone. So the correct option here is nitrogen. Let's move to the eighth question. The eighth question says, a bacterial population doubles every 2 hours. If the population size is n at this moment, what will be the size of the population after 2 days? So the time period we are having is 2 days, and the bacterial divides in 2 hours. So let's convert the days into hours. So the time period for us will become 2 into 24 hours. That will come to 48 hours. So the number of times the growth has happened in this time period will become 48 hours, and as it divides per 2 hours, divided by 2 hours, that will come to 24. We know that the formula is n is equal to n naught to the power number of times the growth has happened, and as it multiplies doubles, it will use this 2 term here. It will come to n to be the initial population multiply 2 to the power 24. Option number B. Option number 9 is a factual based question upon Chandrayaan 3. So it says Chandrayaan 3 is the first lunar mission to be placed at lander. We know that is 600 km from the lunar south pole. We'll move to the 10th number question. So it's a little bit longer question, but we'll see. At a cricket match between Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super King, 28% of the spectators are young, while the rest are old. If 65% of the spectators are fans of CSK and 25% of the CSK fans are young, then the percentage of old people among the MI fans is nearest to. So let's, as every data is given into percentage, we'll consider the total population. Here will be a 1 unit. So according to data, there are 28% young expected. So total young population will become 0.28 units. And the rest are old. Total old population will become 1 minus 0.28, that is 0.72. The next data which is given is 65% of the spectators are the fan of CSK. So CSK fans here are 0.65 units, and the 25% of the CSK fans are young. So if there are only two fans, the CSK and the Mumbai Indians, so the Mumbai Indian fans will be 1 minus 0.65, that is equal to 0.35. The next is 25% of the CSK fans are young. So we'll have young CSK fans to be 25% of the total CSK fan, that is 0.65 units, which will come to 0.1625 units. If there are young fans population of CSK is 0.1625, so the old CSK fans will be total CSK fans 0.65 minus young population of the CSK fans, that is 0.4875 units. We have to find out the percentage of the old people among the MI fans. So we know that old MI fans will be equal to old population in total minus the old CSK fan. That is, old population is 0.72 minus old CSK fans are 4875. That is it will come around 0.2325 units. Now we have to convert this into the percentage. So the percentage of old MI fans will be equal to units of old MI fan, that is 0.2325 divided by 0.35 as the unit of the MI fans, multiply by 100, which will come approximately to 66.43%. So the nearest value is option number A. Let's go to question number 11. Consider a function y is equal to x to the power 5 minus 4. Then the slope of the y versus x curve will be. We know to solve this type of questions, we do the differentiation of the equation to find out the slope, that is dy upon dx. So here the value will become 5x to the power 4. So this is for the positive slope. The correct option is option number A. Question number 12 is trickier, but let's see how to solve this. So the question says there are two clocks in a room. One of them loses 5 minutes each hour while the other gains 5 minutes each hour. Assume the two clocks were set at 12 p.m. on Tuesday. How much time needs to elapse before the two clocks show exactly the same time again? Okay. So it says that each clock is I think I'll insert a new page here because it's a little bit lengthier. Okay, We'll solve this question here. So each clock is either gaining or losing 5 minutes per hour. So in a 12-hour clock, or saying 12 hours, one clock will be off by the actual time, will be 12 into 5 minutes per hour is the rate of lagging or gaining. That will come to 16 minutes. That is approximately 1 hour lagging behind the true timing. So one clock may be at 11 and the another may be at 1. Let's go for what will be the relative speed between the two clocks. So the relative speed will become 5 minus 5, because one is gaining and another is losing. So that will come to 5 plus 5. That will be 10 minutes per hour mark. So let's cover out the 12-hour difference between the two clocks. It will come to 12 hours, the timing, multiply how much it's lagging. It's lagging 60 minutes per hour. That will come to 720 minutes. So how many, now the question arises is that how many hours it takes to reach its difference. Let's say, so 720 minutes is the difference which we got, divided by, so 720 minutes, and the lagging between the relative speed is 10 minutes. So that will be 10 minutes per hour. This will convert into 72 hours. So 72 hours when converted into days will be that divided by 24 hours. It will come to 3 days. So many of us will say that the answer should be here 3 days, but there is no option of 3 days. The actual trick lies here is this: AM to PM conversions. We need to add up on the AM to PM conversions. So for the AM to the PM interval, because each day will be having a difference of 1 AM and PM, and the other will come to the next after 24 hours. So these 3 days plus the AM PM transition time interval of 3 days, the exact same value will become 6 days. So the answer here becomes 6 days. Let's go to the next question. It says, if a pair of 6-phase dice is rolled, what sum of the two numbers are you most likely to get? Okay, so let's solve this. So if there are 2 dice, so you will be getting for the 2 values, it should be because there are two dies, so it will become 1 is into I'll say it like this. So the first value which we can get is 1 into 1 says PQ value to be, so this is only one combination. For the next we can get 2 and 1 plus 1 and 2, it will become a second combination. These are the combination of the values I'm adding. Another combination will become 2 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 1 and 3. The third, there are three combination of this. So now the next comes 2 and 3, 3 and 2, 1 and 4, and 4 and 1. Will be 4 combination of this. And the next comes 1 and 5, 5 and 1, 2 and 4, 4 and 2, and 3 and 3. That will come to 5 combination of this. 1 and 6, 6 and 1, 2 and 5, 5 and 2, 3 and 4, 4 and 3. So 6 combination of this. It can be, oh, I started with 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 2 and 6, 6 and 2, 3 and 5, 5 and 3, 4 and 4. Version of this. Don't think that more combination of this is possible, so the answer here will become 7. Let's go to question number 15. It's a more logical based question. People may find it a little bit lengthier, but it's not that tricky. So it says protein P function can be activated as well as inhibited by adding specific ligand. In an experimental setup, a student measured the expression level of protein P in arbitrary units and the lysosome pH of individual cells in different conditions. These values are plotted where relative expression of protein P in plotted x-axis and lysosome pH is plotted in y-axis. The corresponding correlation coefficient R values are also calculated based on the information the statement is correct. So we'll read out the statement and we'll check upon what the statements are saying to us and we'll eliminate the false ones. Option A says protein P may function as a regulatory of lysosome and the pH of irrespective of its expression. So protein P may function as a regulator of lysosome pH irrespective of its expression. We cannot say that it can act as irrespective of its expression because it we see that the pH is affecting because the graphs are not same in every of the situation. Protein P may function as a regulator of lysosome pH irrespective of its activation or inhibition. No, this is false because in the control conservation we see that the expression is different and in the activated of P there is a different expression and the C option there is a different expression. So this option is also get eliminated. Protein P function as a regulator of lysosome irrespective of its expression, activation of or inhibition. Yes, it is acting as a lysosome protein irrespective because the graph trend in both of the cases is little bit same. So option number C. Okay, so we'll solve the JJE Bills physics part of this 2024 paper in the upcoming next video. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you.